All right, everybody. Sorry about that. I don't know what's been happening with my phone. It cut out as soon as we started recording. I've already got the box halfway open. This is the Wrestling Word, and today's April 21st. I got a High Spots order here. Mama Clyde's in front of me. This is the biggest High Spots order I've ever gotten. We'll see how good it is. It's from the WrestleCon box. Mama said you got to order it. I got to figure I'm going to show them what AEW's got to pay for you tonight. We'll talk a little bit about it. First, we're going to dive in and see what we got here. What's this? That's a big item there. I guess I'm just going to have to take out the paper and just pull it out because, oh, it's a whole bag. Okay. There's a whole bag is what that is. It's the WrestleCon bag. And this is cool. This is my first time with one of these guys. My first time ever. This is a turnbuckle pad. Did you ever think that they look like that? WrestleCon, the side of Philadelphia, or WrestleCon Philadelphia, the side of WrestleMania this year. There you go. Did you ever think a turnbuckle pad would look that way? Trying to figure out how they do it. Yeah, so it would be like that. Right, guys? Is that right? I think it would have to be like that. I don't know, I'm trying to act it out, but sometimes you can get these signed, and that's kind of cool. Like, especially if you were there and you would have bought one of these from High Spots. I don't know if this was just a High Spots exclusive or a WrestleCon. It's cool, though, to have a turnbuckle. That's pretty neat from WrestleCon. And these normally go for a decent amount. But, yeah, all the people, if you would meet them, that you would have them sign in, like, the paint pens. That would be cool. Of course, there's where that goes in. And I may be doing this wrong. I think it's not that tight, but something similar to that. I would think that the WrestleCon would go on the outside. You would think after watching wrestling my whole life I would know that. You want to feel it? Just a pad. It is heavy. And then here's the here's the WrestleCon bag. And you know what? This is cool because we actually needed this, Joy. This is a clear bag. You go into these places and they ask you for clear bags, and now we're going to have one. So you go into a lot of venues and stuff.
What's WrestleCon?
So WrestleCon, oh, and I see the promos right there. That's a good promo.
WrestleMania conference?
Yeah, it's WrestleCon, which is like basically all the promotions, a lot of them are in wherever WrestleMania takes place that year. So this year it was Philadelphia. So they have like all the independent guys, like the legends. It's just like a big conference of wrestling where you can go and get autographs and pictures and buy merchandise. And so there's the WrestleCon bag. And we'll see what's all in here, folks. There's a shirt. It's kind of cool, even though you didn't get to go. And just a straight up shirt, WrestleCon Philadelphia. That's cool. Would be better if you would have got to attend this, and then you could kind of look like a poser, you know. But I mean, it's kind of cool though. WrestleCon Philadelphia. I don't know if High Spots directly puts these out, or if this is from just the conference in general. I don't know. And then we have. Oh, there's two shirts. This also says WrestleCon Philadelphia, so that's a bigger print there. With the bell for Philadelphia. There you go, man. It's alright. Then you have the WrestleCon Philadelphia pin. I see that a little bit. So if you attended WrestleCon, let me know what you thought of it. Maybe someday we'll get to go check one out. And I've already got one of these. I'm going to have to give this to Maya. I do already have one. I've got one of these in my one and only other High Spots box. That's a You Can't See Me John Cena necklace. Give that to Maya. She'll love it. And then, okay, I'm just going to get the promos out. Wait, here's a sticker. Oh, that's cool. WrestleCon Philadelphia sticker. I love stickers. So here's the promos. Here's another sticker. WrestleCon Superfan. So this is an all WrestleCon box here. And then here's the promos, and these are pretty good promos. I think this is just one sign, but that's... So that's Brian Cage off from AEW with Taz. I don't know what his autograph would go for. I know he's been in the wrestling loot box before, but I just know I didn't have it. So that's cool. Brian Cage was there. If it was dual sign, it would be even cooler, but it's not. That's just a Brian Cage signature, I'm pretty sure. Now this one is very neat. I already have their signature, but it's not authenticated, so this is even better. This is Demolition. Axe and Smash. That's cool. So I'll have a Demolition autograph for sale. If you guys are interested. And then we also have the Certificate of Authenticity. I'm not a big fan of this dude. But I know a lot of people are. So this should be an easy sale if I decide to sell it. And I very well might. It's Danhausen. Right there. Danhausen. Cloudy's tired today. Now. Uh-oh. He's already over it.
It's okay.
How did I get the pad back over here? The promos are pretty decent. They're decent. I'm happy to have. Oh, I'm happy to have the Brian Cage. I just don't think he likes wrestling videos. He didn't like the AEW cards last time either. He don't like sitting still. All right. Happy to have Brian Cage, and the Demolition is that's awesome. So now we got a few little throw-ins. I like the bag a lot. I like the turnbuckle. The shirts are nice. Here's the main event of this box. It's Ronda Rousey, our fight, which she's been in the wrestling news lately. Now the thing about this book that's cool, and there was a High Spots authentication in there too. There's the authentication for this book. I was big on Ronda Rousey when she was in UFC. I think I even, now this is before Joy, of course, but I think I even had a crush on her back in the day. I didn't like her in WWE though. I'll just tell you, I didn't like her in WWE. But check it out, guys. It's signed Ronda Rousey. I don't have any signed books, so this is cool.
We love you.
I love you guys. We're heading out. So Ronda Rousey, she's been in the wrestling news lately because of the Drew Gulak situation. If you don't know about that situation, I mean, come on, a Ronda Rousey autograph for $40, plus it's her book. This was a pretty solid deal. This was a higher end bag. It was $99 for all this stuff. I'm curious if anyone else got this. Did you get the same promos and the same items? I'm curious about that. So, you know, Ronda Rousey's been in the news, and honestly, it's kind of made me lose a little respect for her. But then again, you know, I don't know the whole situation. I just know what I know from the internet, right? And the internet basically says that she was talking in the back. Drew Gulak had walked up to her and grabbed her string, her pull string on her jogging pants, workout pants, I guess. He claims it was an accident, that he was going in to shake her hand, accidentally grabbed the string. I don't know. She said this is uncalled for. If my husband had been there, this wouldn't have happened, yada, yada, yada. I don't know. The one thing I do know is if there was really a serious deal that had happened that day, you know, why did she wait till the book come out to talk about it, first of all? And second of all, was it actually a mistake? You know, and you know, we know she's legit. Is Ronda Rousey really the type of person who would let it fly? Or, you know, was it just to build publicity for her book? Either way, there's got to be something substantial there, because WWE's kind of taken some action on Drew Gulak and kind of written him off storylines, not really talking about him in the back. It's the dirt, you know, the leak, the dirt sheet leaks. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there, but it seems very plausible that you could accidentally grab somebody's string if you're reaching out to shake their hand, but who knows? It's funny though, we got Ronda Rousey's book. I think that's a killer deal. Ronda Rousey's book, I think through through High Spots, it's going for like $40 signed plus shipping. And you know, I've always wanted a turnbuckle, so that's turnbuckle pad, so that's really cool. Take that and get that signed and really have anybody sign it who even would have been there. And there was a huge list. The promos are cool. The merchandise is cool from the event. The bag, all of it. It's just, you know, it kind of sucks I wasn't there. So it's like, you know. But would I order another $99 box from High Spots? I don't know. Maybe. Just depending on what the contents were. I wouldn't make it a habit of it, because that is a high-end box, at least for me. That's more than what I would ever spend normally. But the next thing I got to show you guys, and I want to talk a little bit about his, I don't want to say replacement, but kind of someone following in his footsteps, Chad Gable here in just a second, is Kurt Angle. I got the Ultimate Edition Kurt Angle. I just happened to stop in, and this is one I've thought about before. I'd never seen it out until the other day. I've thought about getting this figure before, and I kind of thought, no, you know, I'm going to wait on it. I'm going to wait. And then I saw it in person. I haven't saw him signing these on High Spots. It would have been cool if it was signed, but, you know, for whatever reason, I just thought, I don't really know about that figure. Maybe I'll get the Superstars figure that's coming out that kind of looks similar. But then I saw this in person, like I said. And I just want you guys to look. Okay, and I know you can't really see because it's going to... So, it wasn't his gear, necessarily, that did it for me. I mean, that WWE title, the Winged Eagle, WWF, really, it's just perfect. But the gold medals, nice little throw in. It wasn't necessarily this iteration of Kurt Angle that I just loved. Look at this, the way his... It's funny how it fits there. His, you know, it's escaping my mind, but his deal, I'll think of his singlet. There we go. Word I was trying to think of. It's funny how it fits there. Look how it kind of wedges him out there. But then I saw this head right here, the crying Kurt, after just winning the gold medal with a broken freaking neck. And I thought, you know, Kurt Angle really was, like I said the other day when we got his autograph, one of my favorites of all time. I love Kurt Angle. And this is a great fig. This may be like the only fig I need of Kurt Angle. I know I have the retro, the Mattel, and I may even have a Lucy somewhere, maybe of an older Elite, but it's a nice one. I don't think I'll get the Superstars now because, you know, this kind of has everything you need in it. The only other Kurt Angle I could maybe imagine would be maybe like a TNA Kurt Angle if I ever found one, but I just love the figure, and when I saw the extra heads and then the look, believe it or not, and then the combination of everything else did it for me. So I'm happy to add him in. I'm going to add him in behind me back there here in just a few. So that's pretty much the show. It's a short and sweet edition. I did want to talk about Chad Gable. I did get to watch him wrestle Sami Zayn, and I called it. I know y'all are going to be like, oh, it was obvious. You watched it and then said it. I called it, man. He was going to turn on Sami, and he did. And now there's rumors of the build-up with him and the Creed brothers. Sounds like a new Team Angle, right? Don't it? You get Kurt Angle in there to speak for them or to just interact with them. Man, I don't know that would happen, though, because, I really wouldn't build up Chad Gable as by himself. Plus, they kind of had the opportunity to do something with Gable and Angle before, and they chose Jason Jordan instead, which was good stuff. And that was a good storyline. It was decent. So, I don't know. Other than that, I have not watched a lot of wrestling lately. Just being honest, I haven't. I've watched some old stuff, but even on AEW, I'm still behind. I know there's a pay-per-view tonight, but AEW doesn't normally interest me enough to order a pay-per-view and shell out $40 or $50 for one. I did once. Yeah, maybe twice. And that's it. That was the only time that they really had spiked my interest to want to watch the pay-per-view and not just wait and see what happens, later on. But this WWE, man, has spoiled us. It makes it so much easier just to watch their stuff. And but some things I did see just in general from wrestling lately. WWE fired a few people the other day during SmackDown. Jinder Mahal, I think, was the biggest, former WWE champion. I feel bad for Jinder. I never really got into Jinder, ever, at any point. Even when he was fighting Orton, and winning the title, I just thought, really, But he came back and he did good with The Rock back in January and the whole deal, and then the whole him and Seth Rollins. I normally don't yawn on these videos. That's a first, I think. I'm too busy yapping. But now he's gone. Indus gone with him. I would like to see those three stick together in TNA. A lot of people have mentioned TNA. I think TNA is a good place for them. I really do. I don't see many people that I would say, yeah, they should go to AEW. AEW's too big, man, and they're not even thinking about separating, it seems like. Not really. Ring of Honor, I mean, they mix it all together. Collision, it's all just thrown in, and who are we going to throw out here random this week and have fight? Just, I mean, I wouldn't, I would think that it would be a waste to go there if you don't want to get lost in the shuffle. And then Xia Li, who never really took off. Never really got much of a chance either, though, so that's kind of disappointing. And this year, I thought, I'm surprised, honestly, for that. And I think there might have even been more people who was let go. I don't know. That's all I'm thinking of right now, though. I'm sorry, I'm kind of ill-prepared today for this, but I've had a busy few days. And then TNA has picked up on some signings. Mike Santana. How will he do on his own? I don't know, but the best way to tell it is through TNA again. Who else had went back? Oh, Sami Callihan. Never been a fan of Sami Callihan, really. I just haven't. Just something corny about the whole thing. I don't know. But just my opinion, one man's opinion. And then the other is Matt Hardy. And I guess the best way I can say it about Matt Hardy is, it's probably goodies out of AEW because they definitely weren't going to do anything with him or Santana for that matter. But with Matt Hardy and the broken Matt gimmick and all that, just as Jim Cornette says, for those people who like that kind of thing, that's the sort of thing that those kind of people like. And I'll say that with that as well. Not that I've not been slightly entertained at some points by it. We'll just wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. TNA definitely is flourishing from the look of it. And they're doing good. I just hate that Scott D'Amore's not a part of it because he should be, I feel like. Yeah, that's been about it. We'll see how the results from Dynasty go. Hopefully I'll catch up on AEW. I think I had other stuff to talk about, guys, but I don't know. I feel like that's about it. Tell me your thoughts on the High Spots box. I thought it was cool. There's some cool stuff in there. Did you think it was a good deal? Very stoked to have gotten the Kurt Angle. I guess the only letdown with the High Spots box, in my opinion, was the promos, and they're not bad. They're just not great either. There's really nothing like, blowing my mind in there. I'm happy to have a legit, authenticated Demolition promo. And the Brian Cage is cool. I'm a fan. I don't know. I guess maybe for the price point I was expecting maybe a little bit bigger names. Danhausen, I'll just tell you, if you want the Danhausen, holler at me. If you want the other Demolition I got, holler at me. They will probably be for sale. I know the Demolition one, I probably wouldn't mind selling the Danhausen either. So I think that's about it, guys. I didn't say this on the last video, but thanks, guys, for watching, supporting this. I really do appreciate it. If you could share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel, follow the channel, comment on the channel. I want to hear from you guys. The next videos that will come up, honestly, as far, I don't want to make a video unless I have stuff to show and stuff to talk about. And right now I don't really have either. I know the draft is coming up. That's going to be a big deal. Maybe that's what I wanted to talk about. The draft should kind of shake things up in WWE and get it back going. We'll see. I'm sure I'll definitely, if you don't hear from me before then, you'll definitely hear from me around draft time. I don't know what to expect. We'll see. We'll see what they do. I've been watching a lot of old TNA, and it makes me miss the old days, even like WCW before then. So, I'm kind of been reminiscing on wrestling lately, on the old days. I've kind of gotten lost in the shuffle of all the new stuff and kind of felt burnt out from it. So, I haven't watched as much, but hopefully I'll catch up soon. And, I think I just watch too much there sometimes and then get kind of lost, burn out, buy too much. And so I'm going to slack off on that a little bit. Still may get some figures. You never know. I just got the big ringside order come in. I was happy with that. Got the Kurt now. I'm going to be really selective about what I get. And, I got some stuff, eyeballing some stuff on Mattel Creations. So maybe have that for you soon. I do know that there will be a Pro Wrestling Crate coming out in May. Of course, that'll be here. I've been keeping an eye on the Pro Wrestling Loot stuff. Nothing's really tickled my fancy over there, so probably won't be ordering from them anytime just yet. It's decent stuff. It's just for the price. I don't know. You got to be selective when you start running out of room and spending too much. So, and then the new TNA figures are out. They look pretty cool. They're Power Town, so same people who made MLW figures. They look pretty nice. They're high end, but maybe we'll check one of those out, at least one, because I feel like I missed out on the MLW. So Alexander Hammerstone would have been cool, or a Jacob Fatu, especially now. And other than that, guys, I probably will have maybe another box from Pro Wrestling Tees here before long. We'll see. I may do something with them. So that's about it. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please share this video. Comment on this video. Be interactive with it. I appreciate you guys. And enjoy wrestling. Thanks, guys. Later.